So my mom is half-Fae, and my dad is half-dragon, that's where my powers come from. How about you? I'm half-mermaid on my mom's side, hence the wheelchair. Your new magic school roommate suddenly turned to you. What about you? Me? I'm an orphan. It could have been anything, regular human or a demon or an elf or whatever. Same for Ma. I gave everyone a small smile. I'd practiced the damn thing enough, just the right mixture of melancholy wistfulness and a little bit of bravery. We'll never know, I suppose. Normally, this is when people would pat me on the back, give me a half smile, and awkwardly change the subject. Nobody wants to talk about the orphan kid's lineage, especially if the orphan kid isn't particularly gifted at anything at all and manages to be exactly average all the time. C's get degrees, baby. Instead, Aloham, who claimed his mother was a half-Fae and his father a dragon, just smirked. I didn't want to point out that Fae and dragons were diametrically opposed species with no genetic compatibility whatsoever, and so it was more likely that his father was a drake than a full-blooded dragon, but the smirk made me consider it. What do you mean, we'll never know? He laughed and pointed at Kosir, who had remained silent throughout the exchange. She's a time waif, she can just take a little peek into your history, and bam, we found him. Fuck. Kosir, who had been staring curiously at me, nodded. I really don't think it's necessary. I don't really want to know, you know? It's not a big deal, dude. Aloham stretched. She's really good at it. It doesn't hurt either, I asked her to help me find my notebook just a couple days ago. Got the memory of a goldfish, you know? Hey, watch it. Goldfish are smart as hell. Juna threw a pencil at Aloham, clearly a little incensed at the goldfish slander. They've already solved Navir Stokes. Then why don't they tell anyone about it? Aloham's tail, covered in deep sapphire blue scales, another sign he was a drake. The dragons had skin of stone, ice, and on rare occasion, wood, caught the pencil and twirled it about. Seems selfish to keep it to themselves. He paused. Get it? Selfish? Shellfish? I want to drown you. I want to erase your existence. Juna and Kosir spoke simultaneously, sighing at Aloham. Anyway, Kosir, you down? Shall we solve the mystery then? Aloham chuckled, relishing the pain he'd caused. Good day to find about family, eh? I really don't think. But Kosir had already begun. I could see her eyes shift to a deep purplish hue, see the irises split into a panopticon, into a kaleidoscopic filled with purple light. Standard time wave stuff. I couldn't believe I hadn't noticed it before, honestly. Time waifs had a particular scent, like burning sunshine with a hint of honeyed gestalt. A few seconds later, her nose started bleeding. A few seconds after that, she blinked, and the purple dissipated from her eyes entirely. What the fuck? She finally broke her silence. Dude, what the actual fuck? What? Aloham, who had been so focused on me that he hadn't seen Kosir bleed, looked at her and yelped, a little spout of fire shooting from his nose. Holy shit, you're bleeding? Thanks, Captain Obvious. When you said you're an orphan, I didn't think. Kosir ignored him entirely. You literally are an orphan, huh? Yeah. Then how can you, it's genetic, right? We know it's genetic. So, your magic is. Wordlessly, I pressed a panel at the base of my neck, and my left eyeball retracted into my skull. The original design had the battery in my chest, but that was a little too obvious. Subtle was better. Battery powered, I suppose you could call it. I'm not sure the heart of a dead elemental is exactly what I would call a battery, but it's close enough. Aloham drifted closer, mesmerized by the light emanating from my eye, fingers outstretched. Hey, no touching.